Bad NBA headline starring
Folks,
CJ and Henry.
it's bad NBA headlines time. The only segment that doesn't have music for our show for our segments, I wonder if I
Yeah,
should change that. If you hear a bed after this, it means I changed it and made one. Henry, let's get into it. I have I have three headlines. I'm honestly not super proud of them.
I have
But
four. So if
okay.
you want me to rattle one off first.
Yeah, yeah, you go first actually.
So this one is from ESPN. It's not an article, but it is like a clipped video of a podcast or NBA countdown. It is why Zion isn't ranked amongst the 10 best under 25 NBA players. ESPN came out with their 25 under 25 list. Zion was 16. Why is he not in the top 10, CJ? Simply because he's not top 10. Like, why does it need explanation? I don't think anybody would argue that he's top 10. Is he better than Wemby, Anthony Edwards, Paolo, Franz, Evan Mobley, uh, Grant Williams? I'm just throwing shit at the wall. But Zion's not that good anymore. He doesn't play, and when he does play, he was bad this year by Zion standards. Really inefficient. He's not close to a top 10 player
No.
under the age of 25. And I made a TikTok about this right before we started recording. What a fall from grace for this guy. He used to be in the Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum conversation, and now he's in the Brandon Miller, Tari Eason conversation. Like, Jesus Christ, how far the mighty have fallen.
Well, big basketball media doesn't want to let him go. Big basketball media is why we're all so bought into Zion. They don't want to let their prince go. It's over, folks. We've let him go, and you should follow suit. I actually found another headline, so I have four now as well. I'll start with this one. Similar vibe about not letting people go. It's from Sporting News. Bucks may trade Chris Middleton in favor of Pelicans' $117 million two-player package. So the headline is not the thing that gets me a lot, but it's the opening line of the article, which is Milwaukee Bucks have won 6 consecutive games as they await three-time All-Star Chris Middleton's season debut. And what bothers me about that is Chris Middleton sucks. Why are we acting like he isn't anything but a bad basketball player who's washed? The trade is even worse. The Pelicans would trade, in this hypothetical, Herb Jones and CJ McCollum for Middleton, Connaughton, Marjan Beauchamp, AJ Johnson, a 2030 run first, and a 2031 second. Let me just say this about Bucks people and Bucks reporters. They are like the cousins of the Miami Heat reporters. They are high on their own supply. If that trade goes down, I might never watch basketball again. I'll never watch basketball again.
Make a call.
That would
Call
be
Adam Silver. Collusion.
horrible. Just bad. And with folks, with that NBA headlines, people just cook up trades and people write about them. And we need to hold them accountable for that because this is just SEO stuff. This is not helpful. Or frankly, logical. Why would they agree to that? That would be horrific. Horrific.
It's a self-sustaining take economy where people just put out garbage takes and trades to then just talk about them so they have something to talk about.
In this article, no disrespect, even though I sound disrespectful, is Sporting News reporting about somebody from Fansided's idea. So it's like someone else wrote this, and now they're writing about that. It's a mess. It's a mess. What's your second one, buddy?
Next one from a favorite of mine, Clutch Points. Celtics could sit entire starting lineup versus Heat after intense Cavs game. That's not even a bad headline. I don't really even care because I want the Miami Heat to just be taken unseriously because this is an unserious team this season.
Yeah.
It's a bad headline. You read it and you're like, oh no, the Celtics, all their best players aren't going to play. I say good. I'd say good. Screw the Miami Heat. Just treat them like you would treat the Charlotte Hornets or the Toronto Raptors at this point. They're not a big game that you got to show up for because Jimmy Butler's probably going to be making coffee instead of showing up. And if he is showing up, he's just going to be shooting free throws the whole time.
Also, clutch points. The Celtics, I think, are scheduled going back to last Friday through Saturday. Are going to play 6 games in 8 nights. So yeah, if they want to give their guys a break, they probably should. How the hell do they have 6 games in 8 nights? They had a game Friday, they had a game on Sunday, Monday, break on Tuesday, game on Wednesday, and then I think they have a game Friday and Saturday as well. So their schedule is absolutely loaded right now. So yeah, they'll rest their guys. This one's from SI.com. This is another classic headline. They instead of saying the player's name, they give him like a quantifier that makes him sound better than he is. Exactly. Lakers and Warriors reportedly have. I sound like Mad Dog Russo there. Lakers and Warriors reportedly have trade interest in 90 million NBA champion. Who do you think that player is?
90 million NBA champion. Andrew Wiggins?
Kyle Kuzma. Wiggins is already on the Warriors. So.
Oh! I thought you meant a trade between the two of them.
No,
okay.
That's. I can see how you actually got that. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is so close to becoming the John Collins of today, where he's mentioned all the time. But the difference with Kuzma is, if you remember last year, he vetoed his trade to Dallas. He said, "I'd rather stay in Washington."
He doesn't want to win. He wants to score 20 points per game, put on his outfits, and never have to play a meaningful basketball game the rest of his life.
That's why calling him an NBA champion is a disservice to NBA champions out there, because this guy got his bubble ring and is just vibing out now.
Kind of respect it. Another Miami Heat related one from Bleacher Report. Heat rumors. Terry Rozier viewed as a trade candidate ahead of the 2025 NBA trade deadline. Didn't you just trade for this guy to be your point guard? He's been terrible for them. He's shooting
horrible
40% from the field since he's gotten there, and he's already missed a bunch of games, missed a lot of time last year. What are you going to get for Terry Rozier at this point? It's very clear this team is in a incredibly strange spot because Terry Rozier is not playing well at all. Everyone on the team is just always hurt. Bam Adebayo stinks now. Good Lord, what happened to Bam Adebayo? Beaumonte started dating Aja Wilson and turned into, not to speak about him again, John Collins. Why is he shooting 42% from the field? You're a center. 42% from the field. You were playing great in the Olympics. What happened? What happened? You're too busy hanging out with Aja Wilson? This is ridiculous. Come on. Bam Adebayo playing as poorly as he has. Jimmy's missed time and only shooting free throws. Tyler Hero's been your best player. But do you think trading Terry Rozier for, 105 cents on the dollar and slightly improving in one aspect, do you think that's going to put you on a tier with Cleveland or Boston?
No.
Or hell, even Orlando or the Knicks out east?
What did I just say?
No.
High on their own supply, doggy. High on their own supply.
It's insane.
Ridiculous. This is from Athlon Sports. Knicks Jalen Brunson wins NBA award. The award? Eastern Conference Player of the Week. If you watched our Takesgiving video, that award should be abolished because the Western Conference Player of the Week last week was Harrison Barnes, who put up average numbers. So the fact that we're just saying wins NBA award and then it's a Player of the Week award, come on now. We can do better. There must be something else we can talk about.
It's a marginal award. As we had said, it really shouldn't be an award. My last one is from Portland Trail Blazers Sports Illustrated. It's similar to one that you had said earlier. Blazers land $40 million All-Star in proposed blockbuster trade. Isn't it hilarious that they just throw out their salary to make it more interesting to click on? $40.3 million All-Star in proposed blockbuster trade. Who do you think it is?
Mikal Bridges.
Ooh, interesting guess. Ben Simmons.
I was like, it's going to be somebody that is making way too much money.
So it has them giving up Anthony. It's a 3-team trade. I'm not even going to go through all of the specifics, but it has them giving up Robert Williams, Anthony Simons, Matisse Thybulle, and some picks that they have. And in exchange, they get a couple extra picks, Ben Simmons, Terrence Mann, and a few picks. Why in God's name would the Trailblazers do this? I understand maybe wanting to get off of Anthony Simons, but like, are you going to cut Ben Simmons? Is he just going to become a cap casualty? I know he's going to probably be out of the league next year. That is just, it's a 3-team trade between the Clippers, the Blazers, and the Nets. Could you conceive of a trade being less interesting to the championship picture in the league than a trade between the Clippers, the Trailblazers, and the Nets?
Yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing there. That is NBA 2K moves right there. Just trying to move some money, move some salary around. That's not the stuff.
Bad.
My last bad NBA headline from a favorite of ours, heavy.com. LeBron James has sassy response to missing 3-pointers. I guess LeBron on Sunday was like 0 of 9 from 3. This is the sassy response. LeBron said, quote, "One thing about me, if the shot is not going, I can still make plays, and I still make an impact on the game." Correct. That is exactly true. There's nothing sassy about that. That is one of the greatest players of all time, just simply stating a fact. And maybe he had a little attitude in the audio, but we don't get sass from the print reporting of this. This just sounds like a matter-of-fact thing a guy would say after the game. Sassy response. I don't see it.
I think you and I need to get more into the clickbait business because that's just clickbait stuff. No, that's not. That's just stating a fact. Come on,
that really is all bad NBA headlines is. It's clickbait, and by doing this segment, we are enabling the clickbait to exist.
You and I just get sassier on like basically every episode than what that garbage was.
Yeah, did you hear what I said about the fucking East of the NBA Cup? That was sass right there. That was absolute sass.